Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video I'm going to go ahead and be doing another press on nail set today. So for this set I've already buffed the nails. Now I'm basically going ahead and apply my base coat. After that I'm going to go ahead and cure it for 30 to 60 seconds. So now that the base coat has been applied, I'm going to go ahead and be using this orange color by 𝚤𝚚𝚎𝚍, and I'm going to go ahead and put a very good amount onto the three nails. Three nails are going to be orange, so I'm basically going ahead and coat all the nails with the orange color first. After that, we're going to go ahead and cure that for 30 to 60 seconds depending on the wattage of your lamp. Quick tip: after adding your coat, make sure you let it sit for 30 seconds before curing it so it can evenly spread. Now that the nails have finished curing, I'm going to go ahead and add a second coat. Usually these gel polishes are very pigmented, so usually a second coat is good enough for me, but depending on the gel polish brand you have and or pigment it has, this varies. So yeah, I went ahead and added my second coat to all of the nails. Then I went ahead and let them sit for a while for 30 seconds, and then I finally cured. Using this 05 ice cream color by 𝚤𝚎𝚎𝚍, I went ahead and added my first coat. After that, I went ahead and cured this coat already. Then now I'm going to go ahead and start by adding my second coat. After this, I'm going to go ahead and be using this foil gel by Nail Supply Glamour. So I went ahead and now start applying my foil gel. After I finish applying it, I'm going to go ahead and cure it for 2 minutes. This depends on the foil gel you have. Make sure you guys read the instructions. After that, I went ahead and grabbed this Louis Vuitton orange pattern that I have here, and I went ahead and put that all over the nail. Then using a cotton pad, I went ahead and rubbed it on. After that, I'm gently removing it, and if I miss any parts, I go ahead and go back in and rub it with my finger. After that, I'm going to go ahead and top coat it. So I went ahead and mixed some white gel paint and some top coat. Added at least 2 to 3 drops, but I do recommend you add 1 drop 1 by 1 and test the color before you swatch it and use it. So I went ahead and added accidentally 4 drops, so the color wasn't as pigmented, so I did have to go over it with more coats. I think I did about 3 or 4 coats. I believe I kind of did 3. This is my 3rd coat, and this is pretty much the color that I want. Once I finished applying all of the coats that I have, I went ahead and added some top coat, and I went ahead and cured it for 30 to 60 seconds. Now that it has finished cured, I'm grabbing some orange, yellow, and some white gel polish, and I'm placing random dots right in the middle. Then I'm grabbing a brush and some alcohol and the cotton wipe, and I'm swirling the colors around. I kind of want to create a marble effect, and I only want it to be in the middle of the nail going diagonally. And so yeah, I'm just using the gel polish to try to mix those colors. And if I have way too much gel polish on my brush, I go ahead and wipe it on the wipey there that you guys see, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue doing this till I get the right marble effect that I want. And and you can also go back and use alcohol to wipe any sides you don't want. Like I said, I went ahead and did this for at least 3 to 4 times depending on what I actually wanted. I kind of wanted it to be more like, I don't know what I was going for, to be honest. This was kind of a very freestyle set that I wanted to do, and I always draw my sets beforehand in a notebook and I color it in, and this is what I came up with, so hopefully it looks good. So this is what I have so far. Now I'm going ahead and grabbing some white, and I basically went ahead and added some alcohol, and I'm swirling that color around, and I'm wiping away my brush like I said. After that, I went ahead and added some foil because the gel polish does leave a tacky layer, so I did not wipe that tacky layer. I grabbed some of this foil and I went ahead and placed it down there. Then I rubbed it with my fingers to make sure it stays there now, and that is ready and we're good to go. So next I went ahead and top coated this nail because I do not need that tacky layer from the gel polish. And now I'm grabbing my dotting tool and some white gel paint, and I'm gonna go ahead and start by placing random dots. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start by drawing lines going upwards towards the cuticle area. You can also start by drawing the designs in the free edge or the front of the nail, but I basically do it starting like this. But yeah, hopefully this works for you guys. But yeah, that's all I'm basically doing, and I'm making sure I do not miss any spots. So I'm going back and going into my gel paint to make sure I have enough on that dotting tool. You can also use a brush to draw the lines. By all means, go for it if it works for you. I definitely feel like a dotting tool is very easy to work with, so that is why I use it. Next, I'm making sure to draw pretty much around the edges there to give it that drip effect that I want. And also I place some of the lines going a little bit more downward than others, just so it can look pretty neat, you know. So like I said, I rounded that edge. I added another dot just because I felt like if it was missing something, and then I went ahead and lowered down this strip a little bit more downward so it can kind of be, you know, it can look really cool. So after that, I went ahead and now I did not cure this. I repeat, I did not cure it. I'm grabbing some iridescent glitter. Actually, no, this is not iridescent. This is just some pure white glitter. And after that, I went ahead and cured it. Once it's been cured, you're free to remove any of the excess glitter. Next, I'm grabbing some top coat and I'm top coating the thumbnail. Next, I'm grabbing the pinky and I'm top coating it, but I'm not gonna go ahead and cure this. And I'm gonna grab some of these rhinestones and I'm gonna go ahead and place them kind of going like a little swirl. I do recommend you guys use gel. I usually do use UV gel, but I honestly don't not know why I did not use it this time. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys use gel or some resin. I don't know, whatever you guys can prefer, so the rhinestones are intact on the press-ons. Especially if you're selling them, make sure you sell really good press-ons, not press-ons that the rhinestones will be falling off in a day or two. But yeah, before I cure it, I go ahead and make sure they are placed wherever I want them to be. Then I go ahead and pretty much cure it. And that's pretty much basically all for the set. So this is how the set looks after. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe down below, and let me know what you guys think, because I loved it.